So here's why I only check my Vanguard fund account once every single month, and actually a really sound case for why I believe that it could be a good idea for you to do this as well. This video is especially true for people that are new to investing in funds, especially via Vanguard, because actually when I had first started investing in my Vanguard funds, I found myself checking my account multiple times per day just to see whether my account had gone up and I'd actually made money, or my account had gone down and I'd actually lost money. And if you find yourself in that position, then I'm just going to share with you some really useful insights as to actually how you can invest in a way that doesn't involve you having to constantly be checking how much your account is going up and down each day, and actually just allow you to have so much more peace of mind as you go about your investing journey as well. So for those of you that are new here, hello, I'm Campbell. Welcome to Maximise Your Money. On this channel, we show you how to make, manage and multiply your money. So if maximizing your money is something that you're interested in, go ahead, hit the subscribe button for more content like this. So with that being said, just want to say this is not financial advice. This video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes and just insights that have helped me and hopefully can help you as well. When you are in a situation where you've just actually started investing, of course you get a real buzz, it's really exciting, and also it can be a little bit nerve-wracking as well. Maybe if you've been following this channel, you have actually decided that you've built up a nice emergency fund to cover you for any expenses in the worst case scenario. You've now got extra money that you get on a monthly basis from your earned or passive income, and you want to reinvest that to make more money for you. So of course, in the first instance, you will know that you only want to actually be investing as much as you're willing to lose. Of course, all investment comes with risk. Then on that point as well is that now that you have that money invested, you still want to see whether you're making money or losing money every single day, right? And sometimes that can be quite an addiction when you're actually checking your balances every single day, multiple times per day at the beginning. But here's what, is that when you actually are investing in like a Vanguard fund, for example, of course these index funds are typically meant to be held for the long term, at least 5 years, for example. And during that time, if you have seen on the graphs, the price of your investment is just going to fluctuate. But typically over the long term, we see some really nice gains the majority of the time. So this is something to bear in mind. Of course, if you're going to be looking at your chart, seeing it go up or down, that might make you feel really anxious because there might be times where your actual balance is lower than what you'd have put in, and that can make you feel quite uneasy. But at the same time, there might be times where you see your account going up and you're really excited that you're making more money. And at that time, one thing that I always like to follow is a principle called dollar cost averaging. So that is just me being able to put a set amount of money in each and every single month, regardless of the actual price. And that way I'm able to get a fair price of the fund itself. Now, of course, if you are seeing the price of your investments go up, and that's a really good thing, of course, you see yourself making money, maybe your emotions might get involved and you might actually feel that it's best to start adding more money in and not follow a dollar cost averaging plan. And of course, that's where, greed starts to come into play, and often when greed comes into play, it can really affect how we actually make our investments, and of course cause us to underperform over the long term because it's not following a sound proven strategy, for example, like dollar cost averaging. On the other side, if we keep checking our accounts and we're really attached to what our balance is and we see our money going down, then of course that can also have a negative effect in making us want to take our money out, and that could of course have a really negative impact as well. I actually did a video where I actually showed that having your money out of the market on like the top 10 days can have a dramatic impact of like reducing your account by like 50%. I'll see if I can get the video for you somewhere here. But with that being said, it's really key to be able to actually be disciplined about your investing approach if you want to not get emotionally involved and stay off track. And a really good way to do that, and something that's really helped me, is just by checking my Vanguard balance like just once a month, right? Of course, everything that I'm investing is all laid out beforehand. Of course, it's everything that I'm willing to lose is what's going into my investments. And that just means that I'm not emotionally attached to the money that I'm investing. And it just means that I can let it go to work. I've got a long-term horizon. And of course, with that long-term horizon, I know already there are going to be ups and downs. And by me just having a check-in once a month when I do actually invest on that monthly basis, it just means that I can track my numbers to obviously keep my net worth statement up to date. I've done a video about that here for you guys. But also as well, it just makes sure that I'm not having to think or worry about my investing in the first place. And that is exactly why I'm a big fan of actual Vanguard funds and index fund investing in particular. It takes away a lot of that stress of having to think about the performance of your investments like every single day. You know, I don't need to actually be checking the prices every single hour. And it's just a really good lesson for those of you that are, I guess, more new, or even if you're more experienced and you find yourself doing this. You know, one thing that has just really helped me is just letting go, allowing my investments to do their thing, and being detached from the results so that I can just let them flourish and take advantage of that long-term growth. So that is my case for why it's really nice to be able to just focus on checking your balance once a month. I think actually I heard a situation one time where there was a gentleman and he had invested like a huge lump sum originally into like the S&P 500 index fund and had just totally forgot about it over his working life. And of course, when he came to retirement, he opened up his package and he had just been blown away by the fact that his money had compounded into millions over the space of decades. And that is the true beauty of what can be the case with index fund investing. And we know that obviously growth takes time over the long term. So, you know, during that journey, how can we stay sane? How can we just have that peace of mind? It's just by letting go, following our plan, trusting that what we're doing is of course right, and being able to enjoy that process. So that's everything from me in this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Is this something that you have struggled with? Let me know in the comments. How often do you check your Vanguard funds or just your index funds or investments in general? I'd love to know, love to share ideas with you guys. If you guys have any video ideas that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.